Hello everybody, Elsa Farmer here and welcome to my channel. Today we had regarding mods, we had 15 updates and 5 new one for console. The first one is this one. It's the grain storage by FS. This will require 14.7 megabyte and it's 40 slots, 40, so it's pretty high on the slot count. This one you will find under placeables and sheds through my Eurotunnels. Here it is, the lizard grain storage. Price is 25,000 and it is seasons ready. And it's a daily cost of 55 euros per day. It says that it is a decorative object, so I don't know. After I placed this, I didn't get any storage capacity in my menu, so I don't know if you can store your loose crop here. You can of course just dump it there, but doors open. You can probably fit some smaller equipment there, smaller tractors. I couldn't get through here, but I'm always, when you have these kind of things, I always try to grab things, and this shuffle here I actually could grab. And if you press L1 and right stick, you can rotate it like that. And also this one I could lift up. Let's see. Like so. So let's place that there. And you get some storage here. Lights. It's those. Sometimes you just need to find the right sweet spot to. Come on. No? Let's get the help menu on here. That's the open gate. Anyway, it was working 2 minutes ago. This is irritating. Anyhow, there are lights. You just have to find the sweet spot. And you get some space here where you can place some small equipment, open doors. Nothing of this you can pick up. And the last room is in here where you get some storage. So, nice bit of decorative grain storage. So, moving on. This one is the old and new house. This is by Sony 317 Seedon. This will require 16 megabytes, and this one is coming in 2 different options. So let's go in and find it under placeables and farmhouses. And here we go, the lizard plastered house or unplastered house. So the plastered house will require 36 slots and the unplastered house will require 33 slots. And there is a sleep trigger on it. Yeah, and the price is 100,000 to buy. So here by your front door there's a sleep trigger. Oh, I'm not tired. And there is some kind of, in every window there is some kind of light or picture, and I could not get into the house, so it's just as your sleep trigger. Nice details. Also here you can see there are some pictures, maybe in the, it's the curtains. So there you go. Moving on, and the next one is the, we'll come back to these. It's not this one, but it's this one. This is the Amazon D860 Cedar. This is by also Mephius. I don't know how to pronounce this name, but anyway. This one will require 5 megabyte and 5 slots. This one you will find under Tools and Cedars. There we go, the Amazon D860. It's 26,000 to buy. It will hold 2,000 liters of your seeds, and the required horsepower is 150, and the working width is 6 meters. So that's really good for a relatively small cedar like this. And yeah, I forgot to mention, you can, there is one configuration that you can change, and that's the wheel setup, either standard or wide. It doesn't cost you anything. So there we go, and we have to test it, of course. And I like to compare it with the in-game cedars, not other mods, but the in-game one. And the closest one I found was this one from Vaderstad. I wonder if that is Swedish. Anyway, this one is also a 6 meter cedar, but it also is a cultivator, of course, so it's not 100% the same. But the price on this one is, if I don't remember, it's 70. This one, it's 76,000. And the Amazon here, it's only 26,000. But I don't. Oh, maybe I should turn off my radio. So let's test it out. There we go. We got lights, turning lights. So let's turn it on and lower it, and away we go. It's really detailed. I really like that it's jumping around. So it's 15 kilometers an hour. I wonder if we can fast farm with this one. We have to try, don't we? So then, if you haven't seen, I'm gonna post a video either later today or tomorrow regarding fast farming. So then you turn it on, you lower it, and then press L1 and double tap on X really fast. like this, and then let's see. No, so this one won't do fast farming, but anyway, and it's really close to the back tires there. But I like it. It's a good starting seeder for your new map. 6-meter seeder, only 26,000. There we go. So, moving on. Let's see, I have some notes here, you know. Then we move over to this guy over here. And I forgot to shut off my tractor. And this is the mower, the chain mower by Lizard. The model is Consi and user B4D. This one will require 7.75 megabyte and the slot count is 7. So this one you will find under tools and mowers. There we go. The Lizard Corsiarca. Now this one comes in two different what should I say, setups. It's the same, you can change the main color on this one. Whoa, like this. The working width is 1.8 meters and the speed is 10 kilometers an hour. So the price for this one is 1,000. Then if you go down to configuration and you can change to rusty, I think this looks really good. Then the price in the mod hub said, no, I'm sorry, the new one is 1100 and the rusty one is 1,100 cheaper. I think they do the same. Now if you change the main color, oh, you cannot change the main color now, of course. So there we go. Let's test it out. You have to look at the chain when we start it up. So to start it off, you press L1 and square. And lower it down, L1 and circle. And away you go. So you can either have this on your front if you have a 3-point on your front and a PTO, or you can have it on your back. And as I said, the speed is only 10 kilometers an hour, so but it's a nice one for small mowing work around your farmhouse. Or so there we go. I think we'll just use this tractor for the last one. And there is also one update which I would like to try also afterwards. But first of all, let's have a look on these two guys. Some new trailers today. This is the Lizard 22F silage trailer. It's by 4D modding It requires 21.8 megabyte and it's 15 slots. Now this one you will find under tools and trailers, and there are some configurations with this which are pretty cool. Let's see, here we go. The Lizard triaxle. The price is 24,500 and it can contain more or less all your crops and silage and hay and straw, seeds and manure. Even though in the mod hub it says it's a silage trailer, but we'll see, because in the mod hub on the website it says that it can contain 26,850 liter. But if you see on the downside on the screen there, it says 30,850, and we'll have a look on that. When you come in here, the capacity is 26,850. You can change your rim color, your main color, like that, and design color. So I'll come back to that. So here you can choose between either grain trailer or a silage extension. Then the capacity goes up to 30,850. Wheel brands, you get Lizard, Michelin, and Nokian and Trelleborg. And here on Lizard you can change different setups. It doesn't change the price. Design, you have standard, add toolbox, and it actually is, if you see just in front of the 4-wheel, it adds a toolbox. And then if you go one step further to the right, you can add easy way. And I think that if you see on top of the where you connect your trailer, I think that's a way where you can see how much you actually have in it. I haven't tested it, so, or you can choose all options with the way. And where did the toolbox go? Add toolbox, add way, all options. Okay. And then you have your registration plate. I think this is Irish because I could only find Irish communities in here. So there you go. So what I have done, I have taken one grain trailer and one silage trailer, and both of them with weight. This one don't have a toolbox. Did I take a toolbox on this one? No, of course not. So I wonder if this guy here, the silage trailer, this is a 30,000 one, and it's pretty cheap. If this one can hold also your normal crops. So let's fire this one up. And there's some really cool animations on this one. I haven't had anything in it yet, but if you see the blue straps on the side there, let's put it out in the sun, maybe you can see it better, like so. Now if I press L, let's see, let's choose the right one here. There we go, L1 and left on your pad to open the cover. Usually the cover just disappears, but look on the blue straps when I open the cover. You see it's loosening up the tension belts. Really cool. It's those small things, you know. So let's try to fill this up. Let's take a normal crop like wheat, maybe. Seeds. Oh, okay. Let's take sunflowers. There we go. Put down the cover again. What happens then? Oh, let's see. Now I have 10,751. So let's have a look on the weight. Yep, 10,751. Cool. And you can climb up here maybe, or not. So let's see how this one will tip. There we go. So now I want to try the other one, which says it's only a silage trailer. If I can put sunflower also in that one, then this might be a good trailer for your farm. Or if it's only taking silage. Let's see, start filling. Sunflower, soybeans. Yes, it can take more or less everything. So just for the sake of testing it, let's put corn in it. There we go. Let's check the weight. Yeah, 11,400. So this one, what did I say the price was? 24,500 for almost 31,000 liter. So if we go into trailers and compare it with the one I usually use, this one, this is 31,000, the same capacity. This is 10,000 more to buy the Joskin. So this one is actually pretty good. Now I'm not here to tell you what to buy and not to buy, but I think this is a really good option of having a mid-size trailer on your farm. Very nice. So that was all for the new mods. I have actually downloaded the, let's see what's it called, it's a John Deere tractor, the 7R, 8R, 8RT, 8RX. I haven't used that before, but there was a big change log on that one today, so I'm gonna go and test it a little bit and then I'll come back. So this is one of the updates that came out today. It's the John Deere, and it's a whole lot of the change log for these tractors was like a whole book, so I'm not gonna go through all of that. It's best that you go into the mods app on the website and look through it. It's actually 4 tractors. It's the 7R, 8R, 8RT and 8RX, and this is by Sid Modding, and he usually makes really good stuff. The whole package of this, the US 2020 series, is 79 megabyte, And from earlier, I've been a little bit skeptical to John Deere because the megabyte and the slot count is very high. This is actually the first modded John Deere I've downloaded, and I see now the reason for it. There's so many details and so much that you can do with these guys. And yeah, now my opinion is completely changed. I really like these tractors, even though the megabyte and the slot count and partly the price is a little bit high. But when you have a test map like this, it doesn't matter. So these ones you will find on the large tractors all the way in the end here. Here we go. Here are the 4 ones, the 7R, the 8R, the 8RT, and the 8RX. I'm assuming that the RT stands for belt, track belts, and RX is traction belts. I don't know. Anyhow, as I said, the slot count on these are pretty high. As you see here on the 7R it's 55, and the RT, 8RT is 53. On these two you cannot see it because it's only 3. That's because I've already leased 2 of these. So I have spec 2 of these. So let's have a look on the 8R series. What I also like about these now, that's maybe my lack of knowledge of John Deere, but I didn't think that you could have a 3-point link and a PTO in the front. But with this one you can. You can of course choose a lot of weights, but if I go back to the left here and do like this, you get a 3-point and a PTO in the front. I thought that was only for the upcoming EU versions, but anyway. And there is a whole lot of wheel setup with this one. This is just for lizard one. Oh, I really like those floaters. Why didn't I take those? Anyhow, and the fenders, you can take both of them or just one. And engine setups, you have the smallest one is 253 and then all the way up to 458 horsepower. And windows, you can have regular or dark tinted level 1 or 2. Really nice. And screen is, assume let's put out the windows again. If you see on the right side of the chair, you can choose between no screen and additional screen. Oh, that's the lower one. Yeah, there you see. And position of, yeah, that's also a puzzle that I need to test. That's this one, the warning sign. But then it comes to position 1 oversize, and that's actually on the front of the front attachment. So I really want to test if I can use the PTO with this sign in front of that. So that was that one, and the other one which I bought or leased was this one, the 8RX with the front attachment and the biggest engine, 458. And I also did the tinted window on this one, and here you can choose either with normal spacing or wide spacing and different options on the tracks. And the screen is also the same here with additional screen or not. And position triangle, is there also yeah, it's the same oversize sign in the front on this one. And also in the mod hub is said that, let's change the window so we can see inside. When you change the engine, the gear shift box will change, but I could only see that if you see on the orange gear shifter just beside the wheelchair, when I change the engine, this will change, you see, and also you get some kind of gear shifter on the wheel. So I think that's it. So with the setup I got, the price on this one was 422,000. So yeah, and I think it was 55 or 57 slots, so it's pretty high up there. And the 8R series were also with the biggest engine, and that was 376. So let's see, there are some cool features with these ones. So let's jump in this one and fire it up. Let's take down the volume a little bit. Really nice details. So there are some cool features there. So let's press R1 and right stick to the left or right. This will happen. The whole chair is rotating 30 degrees. So if you see on the outside, I think that's helpful if you're driving like this. Instead of turning your head all the way back, then you can turn your chair so you can see in front and just back there, I think. And then if you press L1 and left on your pad, you can look at the steering wheel. It puts it in that position if you have really long arms like I have. So when you get in the tractor the first time, the wheel will be like this, and then you just press L1 and left on your pad, and this will happen. And then the last thing is you can open the door, the left door. Then you press L1 and R1 and right stick to the left, opens the door and turns on the lights inside. So let's see it from the outside. Really nice. Yeah, the details on this and the lights. Whoa. So let's take it for a spin. Really nice. I might go over to John Deere now, as long as it doesn't go out of my slot count on my farm. Yeah, and on this one, well, I'll show it later afterwards. There's one more cool feature with this one. And then we have the 8R 410. This is also 458 horsepower. And here you see the steering wheel. So let's take that down, start it up. And here we have the same with the chair. You can rotate it with R1 and right stick, like so. And then R1 and L1 open the door. And then there was one cool feature here which I haven't seen in any tractors before. If you press L1 and right stick up and down, you raise and lower the whole tractor. So let's see that from the outside. So L1 right stick up and down. Whoa. I don't know what it will help for, but it's really cool. Maybe this is for farming, and this is when you go downtown with your tractor. Yeah, and this one also have the option to fold the tractor. If you press L1 and X, you see the sign on the back there. Those will go in and out. That's unfolding and folding the tractor. Now the last thing I want to show you on the 8RX is how should we do that? Oh yeah, I want just the PTO on the front with the sign here, oversized sign. So let's hook onto this one. Okay, can I start it? Yeah. So where's the PTO connection? Ah, okay, I'll take it. Yeah, and the last thing I wanted to show you with the 8RX is usually when you get big tractors like this and even big semi-trucks, the honk is really ridiculous. And like this one is like a normal tractor. So if you press R1 and X, you know, sounds like a small Hyundai, but on this one, listen to this one. Let's turn up the volume a little bit. That sounds like a semi-truck. So, there we go. The John Deere 2020 US pack by Sid Modding. So, thank you for watching and hit that like button. If you have something on your mind, please leave a comment and subscribe to my channel if you want. Have a nice evening and bye bye.